Alright, so hello everybody, it is Will the Wither Potion here, and we're back to Genshin. Could I keep up with the main story? Do you have the focus mode? Yes, I do. Hello. Let me guess. No voice.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon.
Hey, you have
Fancy
voice.
that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
Oh hey, Coach Yan-san! What are you doing here all by yourself?
Yeah, it's definitely the new Paimon voice actor.
Just
Let's
so
go.
you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
honestly
got
better,
it.
not
But
that high
seriously,
pitched. So
what do you take me for?
Nice.
Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they
wait,
didn't
there's
want
hell
to
in
do.
this game?
That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do
juice.
you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count. Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more
Yeah.
pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Yeah,
Darn.
that makes sense. Oh no, don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you. Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, all right? Otherwise, the other
I
side's
did
gonna make
like the
Paimon
look
enter
they
a
made.
bodybuilding competition.
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look. Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area. That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Sure thing. Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling. Don't you worry. What's this? Was there always a cave here?
As a whole.
Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile. Why is it hiding away here? Ah! You woke it up!
Hi, Toy.
Huh? It ran away. Oh, guess our reputation in that land is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now. You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off.
Ooh, shiny.
Paimon bets that Hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still. What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from? What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship?
Huh?
Wait. You mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat? So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it? Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is... Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien! Wait, no. Descender. But anyway, now we know where it
Descender,
came
no,
from.
we are
The question
alien.
is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your brother lost his key somewhere not far from here, then that Hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to... If that's true, it means your brother was here recently! Yeah. Man,
The
this
Abyss.
is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Anson's patrol on a whim. And now, should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being
Oh, hey, Eon-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see. We were actually just about to go meet up with you.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been canceled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to...
Wait, canceled?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Huh?
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off? Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what?
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there's any information... Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case. Great. Then let's...
Space and time for you.
Mawika!
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for...
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the...
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be... revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for our recent victory over the Abyss?
Seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too...
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay up... Oh? In what way?
Yep, that's how...
I see. My goodness, that is very personal. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal...
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers. But he's been a...
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right? Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible... Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to...
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me.
The brother is here. Also, I didn't know there was a spaceship that they arrived in. I thought they were just flying across space like some fucking shooting stars.
Look, it's Hilali.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you...
How are things looking? Mawika told...
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just... irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. Couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey, she's saying your brother has poor taste.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad.
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've...
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Sweet Lolly. Anyway, let's get him!
Manifest! Phew, much better. That's more like it.
Oh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down the... Show no mercy! Shower me with the... Unleash! Annihilate! Mine to wield.
Forward! Crush them!
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it! Witness the power of good. Manifest! The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance! Obey! Rain Cutter, know my sword! Extinguish! Warriors! Attack! After them! Show no mercy! Shower me with praise!
You must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Nightwind.
All who resist the Abyss will pay the price!
Mine to wield. Keep going.
Lolene, eat Papa, get him!
Witness the power of...
The world will...
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Huh! The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the...
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage.
Paimon had a hunch, but you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe...
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care...
Savior. Oh. Cat.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. The Ansan is in... Ugh. We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands? Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by? Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Oh, thank goodness! Someone's here.
Oh, who are you? What happened?
No, please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
Yeah, where are they?
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
We're not. We're completely serious.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
What's wrong with that girl? She must be... Oh no! It looks like something... Quick, let's see if she's okay. What's wrong? Are you hurt? What?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous. Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
Why does the head look a little weird?
Great! Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
No, my sword! Shower me with prey! Unleash! Extinguish!
You done? Paimon still can't see. It just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kinda funny, actually. Oh, really?
Sure. It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that
She
I've calmed
looks
down,
very out of
holding
place.
hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before?
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet.
Why does she look
I'm
so out
Dear
of
Dick.
place?
Thanks for, saving me just now. I'm really...
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Wait, so, what was the deal with those monsters?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making...
Whoa, that must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters? Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's... But more importantly, did the monsters hurt?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
Good idea. We'll take you.
Phew, thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out.
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the Savior is...
Huh. That's the second time you called the Traveler.
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off. Anyway, there was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming.
But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves. The day of disaster is almost upon us. So my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard
Yeah,
people
I do.
talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life.
Oh, so that's why you're... Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And she's already got a ton of titles, so she won't mind...
Actually,
What? But didn't...
everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young man.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be... Oh, of course. If it's not you...
Who? Who is it? You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's him. Please, can you take me to see him?
Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find him.
Huh? But is it...
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together. Yes, everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the savior.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to... What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's
Oh, how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the Savior, and it's not every day that the Savior of Dreams swoops in and saves. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit.
What do you mean, limit? What happens at...
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel
No,
well enough
Paimon,
to
what
move
kind of
again.
question is that? If they're just embarrassed,
If
then
you
they're
manage to find
embarrassed.
the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know.
Are you sure you'll be okay here?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden.
Alright then. Well, take care. What a mysterious girl. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your brother when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the...
Oh, you're back! How did it go?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the...
So I take it that the war's still on? That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because the Abyss Order hasn't attacked us. And since we don't know what they're planning, in a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really?
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guard? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the...
Oh, but you're a great hero.
Great. Thanks, you...
Morale boost.
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll show up soon.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't. You do? Then it's
Thank you for standing guard.
it's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy. Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, That's what it looked like. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything, but they didn't sense anything untoward. So we just put...
Huh. Interesting. Oh well. The more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as
Oh,
I'm
very
concerned,
bad.
so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no...
Huh. Sounds like morale.
Huh? Is that too...
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with...
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war. But a one-on-one chat with our great hero? That could be a... How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your...
I'm sorry, great hero, but...
What Paimon guess?
May I challenge you?
What?
No, of course not. But I am still on patrol.
Ugh. Again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other. Well...
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between... I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini.
Ugh. Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero...
Okay... Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Not at all. We haven't spotted it.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been... Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name...
Traveler? You're back already? And no one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. What I meant to say is, I heard something about...
Yeah, that's right. Does it...
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan.
Oh.
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the night. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines is... No wonder the shamans at Satura...
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of...
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the... In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to...
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to Oh? Sure, what is it? Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or it could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly...
Alright, we get it! Granny Eatsley's learning and with...
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. Anyway, the short answer is... There are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you...
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey, I'm not that old!
Care to elaborate on what happened?
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Huh? That's the part?
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact. Whether that be hand-holding, but that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, that really makes me question whose side this girl is on. And whether what she told you, sorry if that comes across as paranoid, is
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she said...
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere. At the very least, we should remain vigilant.
Sounds sensible.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
A spy for the Abyss. Order. There. Wouldn't that be something? How in the world did she come from down? No, well, okay.
The show begins. Here we are. Dear will still be here, right? Oh, it's so quiet, though. Uh-oh. What if Yan-san was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all. Traveler, watch out!
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming. Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd want... Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, and it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved.
That's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler... Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here?
I just didn't want to lose face, and she already saved my life once. That's
Again,
more
why
than
does
enough.
she look so out of place?
Don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image.
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know? Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry.
Only takes 1.5 hours.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deirdre. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out.
You weren't in there that long.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky? But my grandma would tell me, the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their home. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
I really treasured my world. For a really long time, the village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior, but I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah, go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find I'm going to make my world bigger. One step at a time. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had. Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with some...
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But that's what...
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing.
You know what? It's pretty cool.
Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma. Hold on. Shh. It's them.
Where? Oh, still in...
Can you see them now?
Paimon still can't see anything, but...
Rain outlines your fate.
How brilliant!
Obey! Mine to wield.
More.
Rain cutter, know my sword. Unleash. Annihilate.
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get up? Oh, Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think,
Sounds
Traveler?
reasonable, Paimon.
All right. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in...
Dream. Oh. Oh, hello, Ether. But so is everything now.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed.
Hmm?
A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
Maybe the doomsday already happened. That's honestly what I'm thinking. Aww.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing, but it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think...
Oh, you better not be trying to pull a...
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
What?
No, you go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is still...
Oh, do I really see...
Well, Deirdre, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't...
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Think 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey.
All right, then we'll be off. Bye for now, dear.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you...
Ah, that's a good point. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to...
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
It's the Abyss! Oh, but it doesn't look like they're marching to war.
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs. You don't see them? They're heading right this way.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters. You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So...
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deirdre? Or the monsters themselves? Well, might as well mow these ones down. Woohoo! All done! Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the...
So, there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Very baffling indeed.
So, any ideas on why those monsters... Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the... We gotta go! Bye for now, Deirdre!
See ya, and please...
God damn it.
Hey, Eon-san! We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now.
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real...
What did he...
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me, I'm only recounting what I heard. And I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage...
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know... Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up. Dainsleif.
Leaf boy. No! No,
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Eon-san. She insisted on coming here.
It is my honor, Miss. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order.
Please don't mind him, Eon-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice...
It's quite all right. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of up. Hey, Dane. Would it have killed you to be a little more... Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. We thought so too. But it sounds... What do you think we should do? Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the... Wow, okay. A rare, candid response from Dane. Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key. Oh, and there's more! After finding she kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see. And then, this other time, we saw a She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so she might be some kind... Way. Maybe she was in some kind of hibernation during the cataclysm. And now just came out. That's why the key was just lying about. And she's just being about.
Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince, though? Where did this... Sounds like the people of Conria really believed in him. Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya. Except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation. Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Master...
Hello.
Is that... Dane and Neon-san discuss... Morning! What are you guys talking about?
You're here. I have some good... We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters and after their front lines dissolved. The bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command... The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too!
Yep, our army is almost ready. And we've sent a message to Mawika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big with... I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif. I understand your concern, but
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have...
It's all right. I support your
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking...
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong, and even if things don't go to plan, Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you...
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler. Oh, for a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it.
Cinder City.
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan? It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. And if you get to meet your brother again, even better.
Damn.
Witness the power of Gugwa! Obey! Extinguish! Shower me with praise! Unleash! Sword!
you a verse.
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with the Yansan. No one's backing down.
Nice. Mine to wield.
Name of the truth.
That's more like it.
The power of revelation. Truth shall set you free. Hear ye the word of joy. Grace be upon you. Door is opened unto you.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of good.
Strike a pose. Let the world collide.
Unleash! Surge! Ha! Yeah! 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 Ha!
Shower me with the...
Huh? Huh. Manifest! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ha!
Strike a pose.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse.
Days. Relentless spectre that haunts us. The abyss is all present. To flee is futile. To resist it, vain.
Body and mind. Witness the power of Gugwa. Obey! Extinguish!
Thanks, Liv. Hello.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
So where's the Traveler's brother then?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless? Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. His Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled. Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the loom of fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? He used the look. Wait. Does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give him some cover? Oh no!
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived, and all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
Okay, so that's why she was here.
Right! You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Malika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
I sense something.
Oh,
Hard to say. I don't think it had any. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of.
No, my sword! Let me read you a verse.
The embrace of the abyss.
yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Unleash! Do your master's bidding! Mine to wield.
Easy.
But I will not bring shame.
That should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow... Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Bro's still standing. Oh crap!
Years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about. Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely... Never, in all my worst nightmares, experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone. All right, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on. Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them. But he was nowhere to be found.
What are you on about?
Yes.
Oh.
We knew that the great
plot
power
armor
within him had been divided
I didn't
up.
see the previous message.
Yet we still despair.
Plot
at his
armor, or it's
choice
just
to leave
well, except
us.
it's just the immortality.
Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
Sartologi. So isn't that Skirk's master? Pretty sure that's Skirk's master. So, hold on. Co-student. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions. Truly, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin, or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Conria we once called home.
Yes.
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our... Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not. I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled, but the homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. to reweave Conria's ley lines as they were 500 years ago. We would somehow need to reach the loom of fate. Cannot weave without an abundant supply. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order. Indeed, we, a people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of... What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world... Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, we had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Perhaps, but that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley line.
So bro has been killed 200 times by now.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
God damn.
We're not from the same world, are we? Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him. Even if you're not there to protect me. Although... I've already found my savior. It's you. You protected me. And I believe you can protect us all. It's just... too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must... So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also certain. Huh? What is...
Oh, she's the hilly churl. Oh. Damn. The Abyss. Brother? Yes, it's brother. Oh, that's the Loom of Fate. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh, heavenly principles.
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you! The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked. Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot. But look at...
I think
I wish I'd
got
appeal a
the
lot.
gist of what happened.
I should appeal like that.
Something to do with your brother? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now.
Huh? You met your brother? And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, oh, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it. The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but during the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with it. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all so the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional
An additional condition?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it...
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself. Don't you agree, Traveler? Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast. Huh?
Eon-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
Food. Neat. Well, that was that. Honestly, it was just a bit of little bits and pieces. So not the greatest story chapter, but it was alright.
Where do we come from?
And where
So-
are we going?
That'll be it until I guess Nordkorai comes out, which I assume is gonna be where the next main story chapter is. Why can't we just have Snezhnaya? Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. It was Will the Wither Potion here, and bye bye.